What's going on, folks? It's KspadeTheProspect. I got something new and exciting for you guys today, but before we get into that, man, I'm not alone. Who with me?
It's your boy Authentic973, your boy Leparis57. Y'all already know if we together, we bringing something hot.
Heat. That's straight heat.
For real.
Well, folks, you may have heard us talk about this a time or two. I know for a while I took to Twitter and I was kind of just whiteboarding ideas on Twitter, and a lot of people was giving me feedback. But this is something that me and the homie, we actually been working on this for quite a while, right?
That's right, man. We've been in the kitchen, cooking this up. Y'all already know, man. Chefing it up. So hopefully you guys like it. If you do, it's going to be something we do hopefully weekly, maybe even more. We have to see, though.
Right, definitely weekly, I'm going to say. But from there, who knows where it could go. I mean, you guys definitely are going to determine just how big this thing can be. So if you don't already know, this is something that we call Strong Arm Sports. We both are really big sports fanatics, and we get into some pretty heated debates from time to time, man. Because Leparis think he's smart as me,
and
he's not.
I say it all the time. Yeah. If y'all don't follow me on Twitter, I say it all the time that I'm brilliant. Really, I am. I don't know about that dude over there. But I'm brilliant.
So you guys are fortunate enough to be here kicking it with us for the episode number 1, the pilot, if you want to call it that.
That's right.
This is the start of a journey, and who knows how far this thing could go. I know once upon a time we both started our own YouTube channels, and we started, with a vision from there, and we was able to grow something pretty big. And I really feel like the future of this thing right here could be just as big. It is something that from time to time you'll see other YouTubers join us as guests.
That's right.
And something that we really want to do is find ways to include you guys. So we'll have like Twitter surveys or whatnot, all types of things. We got tons of ideas.
Also, something that I want to do too, and maybe this could lead into the next episode also. You can tweet us if you don't agree with anything we saying, or you agree with me more than him, or Spade more than me. You could tweet us, and if you make good points, we'll show your comment on the show. That's what we want to do. We want to include people, especially the subscribers and the people that's going to support. Definitely, we want to include you. And if you send us a good tweet, we might copy and paste and put you on the show. You never know.
Put your link up, because we all think we're sports. We think our sports knowledge is huge. I mean, that's everybody.
Yeah, it ain't
and the
just
whole
us.
idea started from the barbershop. I was in the barbershop one day, and mad people was talking sports, and everybody sounded like a GM of a team. Yeah. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, these guys are dumb as hell. They don't know what they talking about.
Word.
So, I mean, this gives you an opportunity to get that off. And, without any further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump into the topics for this week. Leparis, let's kick it off, man. You go first.
All right, so the first topic, we're going to talk about Manning breaking Favre's record. Do you guys consider Peyton Manning the greatest ever? What do you think about Manning, Spade?
Well, I mean, the one thing I like about Peyton, his approach to the game is something that we don't get a chance to see a lot in today's time. I mean, even though he's a veteran, even though he's a perennial all-star, he still prepares like it's his very first game. Everybody knows he's in the film room all the time. He studies plays. He studies a lot. But I gotta kind of hate a little bit. I gotta sprinkle a little bit of salt. The rules have changed a lot, man.
How can you sprinkle salt
passing
on
across
Peyton?
The league.
How can you sprinkle salt on Peyton? But go ahead. I mean,
passing across the league is up. Every quarterback is passing for more yardage. You can't touch the quarterback. You can't touch the receiver. You can't. I mean, things have changed. So don't get me wrong.
So it sounds like
a great accomplishment.
It sounds like you're going to go with an older guy, not Peyton Manning. So who you going with? Who's the greatest ever? Who's the greatest ever?
Dan Marino. You guys are going to want to talk rings.
I knew he was going to say Marino.
Wait. You're going to talk rings, but I mean, Mark Clayton and Mark Duper, whatever. That guy's best receivers. I mean, he put up beast numbers with an offense that,
I don't know about that. If you was going to go
So you saying Manning is the greatest ever?
No.
He's the GOAT?
No, I'm saying if you was going to say somebody from back then, you better say Joe Montana or somebody, not no Dan Marino.
Joe Montana had Hall of Fame receivers.
And he cooked. That ain't his fault. The Dolphins.
It ain't his fault.
That ain't his fault. The Dolphins don't know how to draft talent.
That ain't his fault. You gotta factor it in.
That ain't his fault that the Dolphins don't know how to draft talent.
Well, I mean, chill,
that ain't his
man.
fault.
Chill, man.
I mean, goodness. Like, to me, Peyton is definitely top five. Top five. But,
you didn't give me that question. You gave me, is he the GOAT? And I said no.
You said Dan Marino the GOAT.
He is.
Dan Marino cheeks. Dan Marino cheeks.
Okay, well, I got one for you. Let's move to this. I know you're a Cowboys fan.
That's right.
The Cowboys just cut Michael Sam. And I remember you were kind of excited when y'all picked him up. You
wasn't excited. Don't use excited.
You were excited, bro.
Don't say excited. I said I like the pickup because our defense, we needed a pass rusher because we had a lot of injuries. But now those guys are coming back. You see, those guys are coming back from injury. So, our defense is definitely the surprise, because DeMarco could definitely be considered the surprise of the team. But to me, it's not DeMarco. It's how our defense been playing. Now, that might go to the new defensive coordinator. But the way he have our defense playing, I don't think we need Michael Sam anymore. We're applying great pressure. We getting turnovers. Our biggest problem was DBs, and them guys they got the blankets. They team blankets out there. I cannot complain. Chill, bro. I cannot complain.
I'm letting you go.
Cannot
get
complain.
It all in, man. I'm letting you get it in.
I cannot complain with how the Cowboys have been playing on defense. Not at all. But so the Michael Sam, the question is, do you think Michael Sam is being blackballed because of his sexuality? That's the question.
I got to be honest. I can't say that I don't know his numbers for the season. I haven't.
He didn't play. He was on the practice squad. He didn't play at all. He was on the practice squad.
That's a question we really can't say because I don't know how he's performing out there. I know at the collegiate level, I felt like he was top tier.
Yeah,
but that won't be the first time we've seen somebody be great in college. Well, I don't even know if I'll throw great, but it's not the first time we've seen somebody be top tier in college and just can't cut it in the pros. He wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, but a lot of the experts, because we all think we experts, but a lot of the experts on ESPN are saying that they think Michael Sam is being blackballed because of his sexuality. Because there's no. Well, he was co-SEC Defensive Player of the Year, but there's no Defensive Player of the Year from the SEC that has been cut or not on the team at all. So they saying the SEC is considered pretty much semi-pro to the NFL. If you can play in the SEC, they say you can play in the NFL. And he was co-defensive player of the
year. That's true, but for what it's worth, it hasn't been a lot of, that whole SEC thing, that's a topic for another show.
You're right.
The SEC don't really put out good quarterbacks. One could argue that. So, it can happen. I don't want to say that they're doing that. It's a possibility, though. It is a possibility. When you got people like Tony Dungy that just step out and say he wouldn't even draft them for all of the negative attention or whatnot he would get. So,
but out of all, this is my last point on this topic. Out of all the defensive players in the league, you're telling me that Michael Sam is not you, but they're saying that Michael Sam don't deserve to be on an NFL roster at all? That's hard to believe.
Yes, sir. So moving forward, what you got next?
I got people not wanting to play with Kobe Bryant. They came out this week saying that Kobe Bryant is really hurting the Lakers. They can't get free agents. Allegedly, I'm doing the quote fingers. Allegedly, Paul George came out today and said that what was reported on him not wanting to go to the Lakers because he didn't want to play with Kobe. He said that wasn't true. But the experts, they do, the media, they do their research, and they came out and said that they have word from Paul George camp that he did not want to play with Kobe Bryant. Melo didn't want to play with Kobe Bryant. Dwight didn't want to play with Kobe Bryant.
He did for a little while.
It's a long list of people not. Him and Shaq won championships and they didn't even get along. So what do you think about that? Do you think the state of the Lakers is because people don't want to play with Kobe Bryant?
Yes and no. I think there's some truth to that. But on the flip side, you gotta blame the organization because they're the people that put so much power in Kobe's hands. Kobe's the one that pushed the button that got Shaq up out of there. So
right about that.
I definitely think there's some truth to it.
And see, what I'm hoping is that the NBA, when the Lakers are good, the NBA is great because it gets them rivalries back popping with Lakers Celtics, Lakers Bulls, and now now the other team in LA is popping the Clippers. They got it going on. So now
They're the
LA
premier
versus
team,
LA, it'll be a big matchup. So I kind of want to I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not a Kobe Bryant fan at all. But I mean, he's a phenomenal basketball player. Don't get me wrong. But if LA was good, it's better for the NBA. But if people don't want to play with Kobe, I don't see them being good for the next what? Because Kobe said after this contract he's done. He signed for another 2-3 years. He said after that he's done. Yeah. So I don't see them being a factor until Kobe Bryant is gone if they can't get free agents.
Well, I mean, they're really not going to be a factor for longer than that because you got to get Kobe this. If he's on the court, he's going to play at such a high level that they won't be getting like top 10 picks. Well, they're still going to be middle of the road, somewhere middle of the pack.
Even though I don't see them going, they're not going to the playoffs in the West.
But they still won't be in that bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They ain't getting no top 10 pick.
But you know how the NBA, I don't want to say they fixed the lottery. I don't want to say they fixed the lottery.
Now that the Cavs got what they need, who knows what might happen for the Lakers?
I don't know. So what you got next?
Favorites. Let's talk favorites and sleepers this coming season for the NBA.
Well, you are.
Who's your favorites?
I don't want to talk about my favorites. I want to talk about my sleepers first.
Maybe you want to talk. Go ahead.
My favorite right now, my sleepers, excuse me. My sleepers, I gotta go with Phoenix in the West, man. Y'all already know I'm a Gerald Green fan. They stacked. I just think they're gonna shoot people out the gym. They barely missed the playoffs last year by like a half a game for the 8th spot. In the West is tough too now. Like you can win 50 games in the West and not get in the playoffs. So one of my sleeper teams is definitely the Phoenix Suns. So who's your sleeper?
Man,
maybe we should do sleepers. Maybe we should do sleepers in the East and the West.
Okay, well let's start with the East because that's what I want to talk about.
Don't say Miami. Miami.
Miami's a sleeper. Look, man, everybody's like, oh, LeBron's gone. The Heat gonna be so bad. The Heat, man, I keep telling people the Heat still gonna be a playoff team. Bosh is going to put up 2010 numbers. He going to look like Toronto Bosh. Y'all going to think that man grew his dreads back. He going to look like Toronto Bosh. Luol Deng is a very solid player. I can't sit here and say that I think Wade is going to be back.
Inconsistent.
Who, Luol?
Yeah, inconsistent. He's not defensively. He's a great defensive player. Offensively, he's inconsistent. And that's coming from a Bulls fan.
But what role do you feel like Miami will need him to give?
Scoring.
Nah, I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so, man. I mean, any scoring he can give is really gonna help, but they need a perimeter defender. Who do Miami have that can be a perimeter defender? You take him off of that team. Don't say Granger.
Well, yeah, they signed Danny Granger.
He ain't no perimeter defender. But move to your East. Who's your East sleeper?
Well, it's gonna hurt my heart, but I'm gonna say the Knicks because I believe in Phil Jackson.
Why?
What you mean?
Why do you believe in Phil Jackson?
Because he's Phil Jackson. That's good enough. The same reason people be like, oh, it's the Mamba, or oh, it's Popovich, or what's not Danny Ainge? What's the coach that was with Boston? That night he coached the Clippers. Doc Rivers. That's why I believe in Phil. Phil is going to turn, and it's going to hurt my heart to say it, but he's going to turn the Knicks around. And it might start this year. The Knicks are going to be a way better team this year than they was last year.
That sounds good. I want to be the first to let you know that won't happen. And I'm going to tell you why. People always talk Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson, for every great season he's coached, he's had the single most dominant player in the NBA. It's been Michael Jordan. It was Shaq when Shaq was the most dominant player in the league. And then it was Kobe when he was the most dominant player in the league.
So what about Melo?
What about Melo? Melo ain't the most dominant player in the league.
Melo is the most offensively gifted player in the league.
He the most offensively gifted player on the Knicks.
Come on, Spade. You ain't not.
So offensively, you take Melo over KD?
Yes. KD hurt.
What?
KD hurt.
Man, I ain't talking about
KD hurt. Right? We talking right now. Right now, I'm taking Melo.
So all right, let's move forward because I knew you were gonna do that. Let me give you my sleeper for the West, and this one right here really gonna shock you. But I'm going right back to what we just talked about. My sleeper for the West is the Lakers. because of Kobe Bean Bryant.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, man, I'm not a Kobe fan, but Kobe's that dude. I mean, Kobe's will to win is probably. I don't think anybody.
So you banking on Kobe? You banking on Kobe being healthy for 82 games? I'm not.
Yes. Have you seen how he looks? Have you seen him out here at these summer league games?
And if Kobe's not healthy, you're gonna believe in Boozer and Jeremy Lin?
I can believe in Jeremy Lin. I can't believe in Boozer.
Chill, yo.
I cannot believe in Boozer.
Chill.
At all.
Chill. You cannot believe in Boozer. You cannot believe in no Jeremy Lin. No, sir.
Hey, man. Jeremy already proved in the right system he can put up buckets. He's a walking turnover machine, but he can put up buckets.
And he also proved that he can't go left. He can't go left.
And James Harden can't go right. He's still killing the league.
Yeah, so you say
James Harden cannot go right.
Whoa.
He cannot go right.
So you comparing Jeremy Lin to James Harden?
I'm comparing a guy who can't go one way to a guy who can't go one way.
You can't compare that because James Harden can do a lot more other stuff that Jeremy Lin can't think about doing.
I tell you what,
Jeremy Lin can't do the stuff Jeremy
banking.
Lin can't do the stuff James Harden do in 2K. What you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
What else you got, man? Let's
move on because you bugging.
I'm bugging.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Johnny Manziel. Should Johnny Manziel start for the Browns? That's the question. Yeah, that's the question because the Browns went out there last week and laid an egg, man, against the Jacksonville Jaguars after coming off a big win against Pittsburgh.
Well, let me say this, and you know this. You and I talk about this a lot. In the NFL, we go by this due rule. A team can be stank, but eventually they're due. I once heard a saying, even a broke clock is right twice a day. So the fact that Jacksonville won, I don't feel like that means the Browns' season is over.
Did you see Hoyer?
Jacksonville still got a team full of NFL players. They going to get lucky and figure something out once. So shout out to Denard Robinson. Denard showed up. You know, I like that dude. But no, I mean,
Did you see Hoyer? Did you see Hoyer? He looked terrible. Yo, they was in the red zone, and he had Jordan Cameron wide open, and he threw it out the back of the end zone.
That happens, though. I mean, that happens. I see it a lot. You know what I'm saying? That happens.
That don't happen, Spade. That happens when you're Brian Hoyer. That does not.
Let me ask you this. That don't happen?
That doesn't happen when you're Tom Brady, when you're Peyton Manning.
It don't happen when you're Tom Brady?
It doesn't, man. Bruh,
listen,
it was ugly.
I want everybody watching this video to hit this man up because apparently he don't have NFL. I got NFL Red Zone. I watch every game.
I got Red Zone
apparently
too.
He watched one game at a time and he don't know about all these overthrows. So y'all
all I know is they went out there last week and laid an egg in Jacksonville. Let
me tell you my opinion. If you don't trust the coaching staff in Cleveland?
Absolutely not. They goofed on the whole Manziel thing from the start.
How?
Let's talk about the draft. At the draft, Johnny Manziel sent the tweet to sent the text to maybe it was the offensive quarterback coach or whatever, and next thing you know, the next day after sending that tweet, they drafted Manziel. The next day it came out that Johnny Manziel sent the tweet to the coach saying, "Let's tear the league up." Who leaked that? The quarterback coach. So you goofed up already right there. That stuff supposed to stay in-house. It's not supposed to come out. It was all over the airways. They goofed up with the Manziel thing from the start. Play. They need to play Manziel, man. They need to play Manziel because Brian Hoyer, and I know he's a Cleveland guy, and a lot of Cleveland fans probably going to watch this and probably be like, Hoyer hasn't been playing that bad. But guess what?
I think he really hasn't.
I think Johnny Manziel, with that extra dimension that he could bring to the game, will make the Browns even better. Will make them even better.
What extra dimension you talking about?
Being mobile, being able to get out of the pocket.
I figured you was going to say that. So let me tell you what I saw, right?
Tell me what you saw.
This is a preseason game.
Preseason?
Hold on. Let's get there. Tony Romo likes this. Johnny Manziel like this. They drop back. They feel the pressure. They do that little pirouette, and they take off. Johnny Manziel did a pirouette and took 3 steps and got his ass tackled. Know why? Because he ain't that fast to these guys in the NFL. I don't know if you saw the combine when Jadeveon Clowney ran a faster 40 than him, but he ain't that fast to these guys, okay? So you put him out there, you let him try to run from your boy Bruce Irvin, see how well that go.
I think
so. He better have his throwing game intact. If you want him to play because of his mobility, I got bad news for you. He's not that mobile.
He's mobile. He's not that fast. He's mobile. He's mobile.
Well, I mean, everybody that move is mobile. If you want
no, he's mobile. I think Johnny Manziel is elusive. I don't think he's Michael Vick fast, but he's elusive. He didn't
look that elusive in the game myself, bro.
It's preseason. Johnny Manziel.
So you think he wasn't trying because it was a preseason? Because if you're trying to imply
he was in Vegas the day before.
He don't need to play.
He was in Vegas the day before. He was in Vegas with Drake.
And that is why he's a backup, my friend. Now let's move on to the next one. Do the Kansas City Royals have a shot versus the Giants in this World Series?
Well, man, oh man, if you even just watched SportsCenter yesterday, they got that work yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
The Royals got that work, and I'm rooting for the Royals because I like teams like that that's not supposed to be there. I want to say Kansas City. The Royals haven't won since like George Brett or somebody.
Since ever.
Yeah, no, they won it when George Brett, I think. But that was ever. I don't think I was born. If I was, I was a baby. But I'm rooting for the Royals, and I want the Royals to at least make it competitive and not get hammered like they did yesterday. I want to say they have a chance, to make this short. I want to say they have a chance because they wouldn't be there if they wasn't as good, that good. They beat some quality teams to get to the World Series, so I want to say they have a shot.
Well, let me play devil's advocate on this one right here. Ordinarily, I would root for the underdog, but I was an extreme Bo Jackson fan. And the Royals did my boy Bo Jackson wrong. They made Bo Jackson cry. Anybody who make Bo Jackson cry got no love for you. Get him up out of there. What you got next?
Wait a minute. Let me go back to this made Bo Jackson cry. Because
Bo Jackson cry.
Listen, man. Bo Jackson was playing two sports. He ended up hurting himself. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man.
There was no reason to make the man cry. Get him out of there. What you got next?
Wait. So you want Kansas City? You want the Kansas City Royals to lose? You want them out of there?
I want them to get a high right, low left.
You want them to get
Gumby. Give them the fade.
You want the
Get
broomsticks
them out of there. The ghost of Bo Jackson. Well, I don't want to say the ghost because that Bo's still here. God, don't take Bo, please. But get him out of there, man. Yeah, that's bad karma. That's why they can't win.
Get them, Royals fans. Get them.
The Royals fans, y'all know what y'all did to Bo Jackson. Get them out of there. What you got now?
All right, let's get it. All right, the New York Giants are working out Terrell Pryor and Felix Jones. So, I don't know if they see Eli not working out for the future and they looking for some young talent. But they did draft the quarterback from Syracuse, Nesbitt, maybe 2 years ago. But they working out Terrell Pryor, Felix Jones. The running back AiiRxJONES was playing well this season before he got injured, so they do need another running back to help out the young rookie. But what you think about Terrell Pryor? Because I think you was a Terrell Pryor fan.
Well, I was, but I wasn't. I like Terrell Pryor, but Terrell played for Ohio State. You guys know I'm a Hurricanes fan, so I can't like him too much. But I'll be honest, I'm an advocate for athletic quarterbacks. And
that's what we calling them now?
That's what they say on the scouting report.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's the Atlanta Hawks where it put he might have a little African in him.
Oh, okay.
However you wanna phrase it.
Okay.
But no, seriously, man, I want to see Terrell Pryor do good. I don't understand. The Raiders situation was so crazy. I really felt like that he could have made it there. I didn't really want him to make it there because we always joke about your career if you at the Raiders. If it is going good, it won't be for long. The Raiders just got that thing about them. But I want to see him work out. I really do. And I mean, with Eli, he's a good quarterback at times, and at times he looks like
the worst
guy that should never be on the field. You never know which Eli you're going to get. So, unfortunately, I think he won't get a lot of playing time behind Eli, but he could end up being like Seneca Wallace. Like Seneca Wallace, I rooted for that guy at Iowa State. And, even though he never just came and took a team and said, this is my team, he was always that guy that if the quarterback went down, he could come in and, do pretty decent. So hopefully TP2 can be that.
I think Terrell Pryor could have found a better situation. I don't know if he wasn't getting any offers. I don't know how that was working out. But I just think he could have found a better situation. Terrell Pryor could have probably Well, I know Jacksonville, they think Blake Bortles is their guy. So a lot of teams, a lot of teams do have their quarterback of the future. I just think he could have found a better situation because to me, Terrell Pryor could have went to the Jets and probably been doing way better than Geno Smith. Way better.
I mean, but saying that, I think Mike Vick could do better than Geno Smith.
Well,
but
I don't think
Rex
Mike
don't
Vick
want to pull Geno. Geno can throw 3 picks a game and still have job security. I don't really know how that happened. I don't know what Geno tell these guys. Geno must have saw Rex sleeping with somebody's wife. I don't have any idea how Geno still has a job. I tweeted earlier in the year, I'm an advocate for athletic quarterbacks, but Geno and EJ Manuel need to get the hell up out of there. And
I mean, Terrell Pryor could have went up to Buffalo. Why didn't he go to Buffalo? Maybe like I said, they didn't offer him any contract, but I just think it's better situations out
there for Terrell Pryor. After what EJ did, you think Buffalo wanted to take a chance on another athletic quarterback? EJ right. Up there making it hard on them guys, man.
You right.
So, I mean, is that it for episode 1?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's, anything we missed, anything you guys want us to talk about also, you could leave it in the comment section. You could tweet us. Definitely tweet us.
You didn't tell them the Twitter.
What?
We got a Twitter. You didn't tell them our Twitter.
Oh, the Twitter. It's Strong Arm Sports YT. So, Strong Arm Sports. We're going to put it down here. You're going to see it
in the video.
You're going to see it down
right
here
in
somewhere.
Between my beautiful mug and
but it's Strong Arm Sports YT. That means Strong Arm Sports on YouTube. So definitely tweet us. You know what I mean? Anything you want us guys, anything you want us to talk about, definitely leave it in the comment section if you don't have a Twitter, and we'll discuss it.
Straight up. So folks, hey man, this show is going to be great, especially when we get some of these guys in, some of these other YouTubers, some of your favorite YouTubers. And they think they sports gurus, and we're going to bring them in here and embarrass them. Yeah, just make them look bad. Just embarrass them in front of the world.
We're going to test a lot of people's sports knowledge, man. It's going to be fun.
And the debate segments are really going to be good, too. I mean, for starters, I'm a Canes fan. This guy's a Seminoles fan. So just the arguments we have at that right there is already crazy. I don't talk that much now.
I wanted to get Jameis Winston in on this episode, but he vetoed it, so it's probably going to be on the next one.
We ain't talking about Jameis.
Nah, we got to talk about Jameis.
So anyway, folks. Episode 1 is drawing to a close, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give us plenty of feedback, good, bad, and indifferent. We got thick skin. You ain't gonna hurt our feelings. We want to know how you feel. But folks, signing off.
Peace.